And the Canes have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy. And that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Man, that is a picture-perfect start for this defense. Number 1 objective, get off the field even better. 3rd down, force him into a passing situation. You win, you hit the quarterback. Nice start by this team.
The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Miami's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And there has been a lot of talk about this guy. Jesse, they say the farther line up from the football, the easier it is to play early. When you're as good as this dude, you're going to play no matter what.
Well, this offense knew he was good coming out of high school, but talking to their quarterback and their coaching staff before the game, David, they didn't know he was this good. He's made catches in practice. He's done things in scrimmage that is completely wowing everybody. Now the question, can he do it when the lights are on and everybody's watching?
And I think receiver is the best spot to transfer being a freshman. Like, it's not the biggest adjustment. These guys aren't so much bigger that you're going against. It's speed. He has the speed. He has the hype. I'm excited to watch this debut.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Beck. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gives it on the option. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason to be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy, and you were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You know, one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out quickly. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. On target to the left. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to... After that first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. Pulls it in. It's Fletcher.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Beck. Pulls it in. It's Daniels. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. Makes the catch. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Duke answered the bell away from Durham today with an impressive victory. The Blue Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Off play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Takes the handoff. It's locked. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Looking to the big tight end. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
A little screen to the running back. Still running at the 40. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target. You could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Makes the grab. It's Marion. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Moving away from pressure. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The Canes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Tight end now in motion. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to...
Got some movement under the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. He's now up to 66 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. The Hurricanes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Quickly complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. Pushes ahead. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, it's Beck. He wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Dances away. Fires to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try it over the left side. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He'll try to do it himself. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down. New set of downs.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And the Canes line it up with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Young. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. To the air, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him! And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's locked. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for them.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He now has 84 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. And the Hurricanes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Get set.
Catch in the middle. It's Bauman. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
The Canes are on the move. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Beck. Working that wide receiver screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Canes in the hurry-up. Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
Here he comes with the return. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room, and couldn't find much on that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Beck. He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Dangerous screen into traffic. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab on 3rd. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The RPO, it's complete. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Catch in the middle, it's Pringle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bauman. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the Hurricanes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. It's complete on the right side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the point after is good.
Miami, 35. Notre Dame, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 7. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Holds it in. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together.
Maybe. There he goes. Made a defender miss. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The handoff, keep working on that clock. This junior making his... Spelled and making the stop after a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Got his man downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Lyle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! And with that touchdown, I would say this one is out of reach.
Is out of reach. A lot of coaches pull their starters, start to build some of that depth, put some other guys in. But listen, keep playing, keep executing. Their job to stop it.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Fires to the tight end. Man, he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line.
And And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end.
He's got it down the right side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.